50's private room, a place where we could connect, talk, converse about anything. And today, I have my lovely wife with me, of course.
Hey.
So, I know this is a topic that a lot of people want to hear about. I heard you got some people that was requesting this topic.
Yep. Relationships today. Relationships. Let's see. Relationships, side bitches, marriages, family members that's nosy in your relationship, baby mothers, all kinds of things. Are you open to ask me questions? And
Yeah, I'm open. Are you ready for my
we
questions?
start this conversation.
Are you ready for my questions?
I mean, whatever. Well, hey everybody, my name is Ethia, and I'm sitting here with my husband on his podcast, 50's Private Room Podcast. And today we're about to get started and get into it. We're going to ask some questions that is probably hard to answer. Some people don't want to hear the truth. We're going to speak the truth on everything.
See, I ain't like that little side. The truth.
We're going to open up to a lot of stuff. We're going to open up to things that people scared to say. You know what I mean? Or talk about. And let y'all into like our life a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we about to
This
out here.
This ain't a little bit. This is a lot.
It's a lot.
From the jump, this is a lot.
It's a lot. So, I mean, I think I wanted to start with introducing us as a couple. Hi, Jen. I wanted to introduce us as a couple. We've been together for a lot of years.
What's a lot? Because you know
13?
men always forget.
About 13 years. So I could be wrong, so it could be longer. But anyway, so about 13 years, married for 9. We do know that. And a lot of people always say, like, people look from the outside in at us, right? Yeah. And they always be like, oh, I need that, I want that, or whatever. Like, y'all look like y'all got the best relationship ever. That is bullshit, just so everybody know. That is bullshit. Hey, Madonna. That is bullshit, okay? Everyone could look at a TV screen and a show or a picture and see a nice couple doing a lot of nice things, but you never really see what goes on behind closed doors, like the good, the bad, and everything. So I usually tell people, like, when they say, oh, I want what you got, I be like, you know, you can have that, but at the end of the day, don't say you want what I got, because you don't know behind closed doors what we got. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are together, hopefully forever, right? That's what a marriage is. You want to be a partner forever. You love that person unconditionally with all his flaws. But when the doors is closed and we're home alone, we have issues. We're not perfect. I know I'm not. And we can start off by saying this topic is about cheating and other things, right? So we haven't always been in like a good place in our life, in our relationship. You know what I mean? Long story short, in my opinion, or what my experience, I'm gonna say my experience because I'm gonna speak all truth, no matter how it hurts.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. No matter how it hurts, I'm gonna speak the truth. So, is there anything that you would want to know?
Let me see. Let me lock in real quick. I won't even say anything that I want to know, but it's some things that I would like to hear about.
As
far as what makes you love someone, to the point that like their mistakes or their fuck ups will have that open door to keep that person in your life.
Okay, so that to me was a good question. I can honestly say that I have had multiple boyfriends at one time.
Okay.
You know, in my life, you know.
On me?
No, not on you.
Okay.
What I'm saying is you're asking that question.
Yeah,
so to piggyback off of that question, like, I've had multiple boyfriends in my life, right?
Right.
And of course I have children and kids, fathers and stuff like that. And you know, you always think that when you with one, you're in love, right? Oh, I love this person. And then things don't work out. And then you love this person, and then things don't work out. I think that when you get to a certain age and you know what you're looking for after you have been through so much with different people and different relationships.
The funny aside.
Yeah, because like even with you, I had just came out of abusive, disrespectful, dirty, trashy relationship.
Right.
And that last relationship was like, to me, was like, and we've discussed this, like the worst ever. And I promised myself after that.
It was a finishing touch.
It was a finish, yes, it was done. Like for me as a woman and a mother, enough was enough of the bullshit. I can't keep dealing with these men and my kids knowing these men and they can't protect me the right way. I know what I want, so I chose to take a break on just anything. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to be bothered or whatever. But then came a time after maybe like 6 to 8 months go by, I'm settled, I'm doing my thing. You know, women get needs, right? So to piggyback off of how do you know you love someone, you start to look at the then and the now. What's the difference between the then and the now? I can remember us just being friends. You know, I didn't know you knew the same people as me. I didn't know I knew the same people as you. We met at a mutual friend's house, and I reached out, and I reached out. Being a woman that I am, it was 6 to 8 months, things get the tingling, and I was like, he looks like a decent young man that don't like run his mouth, candidate. Like a good candidate, And I said, okay, so we can give him a call. You know what I mean? So I gave you that call, and unfortunately,
Well, let me clarify.
Not unfortunately, fortunately.
Let me clarify. You sent the message.
Sent the message.
With your phone number, said, call me.
True.
And I said, let me see.
Bullshit.
I'm lying.
Crap.
I called right away.
He called right away. So, I invited him over while my kid was not home and told him we was going to spend time together or whatever. And he was with it. And it's like we spent a lot of time together. And it's like he just never left. But we were still friends. We didn't have a label on it. He had somebody. I was dealing with somebody at the time. But my somebody wasn't on the scene. You get what I'm saying? So he was dealing with somebody that was on the scene. And he was honest about it. And but still in all, he just came home from doing time for a very long time. So I think that relationship started off as friends, which was pretty good. And one thing I never got to do, guys, that I can say, and I would like to give, advice on to women, be friends first.
Because I think that's a smart decision.
Be friends first, because I feel like even if when we went through our situation, I lost a friend, not a boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to explain that to you guys later as well, but I lost a friend. And I say be friends first because I was able to sit and discuss with this man as a friend a lot of trauma I had in my life that I was with other men, had kids with, and they don't even know. You get what I'm saying? They don't even know. Facts. They wonder why I'm so mean, evil, fighting and stuff like that. Like, they don't know. So I believe that when you get with somebody, you befriend somebody, you get to really know them. Right? Mm-hmm. Now you just love them. Not them as a boyfriend, girlfriend, just them. Right. They cool. They, you know what I mean? You could get along with them. You know they darkest stuff. And, and me and you had that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We had that.
Which was a blessing.
Right. So,
and I just wanted to say thank you to your ex.
What?
Yeah, the one that fucked up how I got you.
Thank you to my ex.
But still though, you were still in another relationship, so we're not gonna talk about that. But I am. Listen, I want to let you know something. You feel me? I genuinely and always will love you, regardless of any minor and major things that we have gone through, or anything that the devil throws in front of us. You are my best friend, and I value that. So
thank you. You're my best friend too.
Facts.
You're my best friend too.
I better be. Somebody get the head bust.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, so what's next? Like,
you're saying what's next. I got a feeling that I know what topic that you want me to bring up.
It's your show.
No,
I'm just here.
You don't have to tell me.
I'm just here to get the people what the hell they want to hear. I'm waiting for the right question. What?
Talking to the people.
I'm talking to you guys too, but I'm waiting for the right question. Okay, I'm gonna answer them all faithfully. I hope that when you throw these questions at me, I'm able to throw them back. Touchdown.
You want to throw questions back? So,
Of
no,
course.
I'm playing.
You're not
Of
just gonna
course.
interrogate
No,
me.
I'm an open book, to be honest. Especially with you, I'm an open book.
I
All
don't
the
believe
time.
that.
Why
I don't
not?
believe that.
So, do you think men hide things from like their
Of course I
spouse?
do. You've done it.
I've done it, but
You've
years
done it.
ago. I think I was. I think I was like very like immature. Not even like not too long ago. Like I really, me personally, I feel as though I reached a space where it's like yo, grow up, like get right.
Yeah,
Like,
because
what
I
are you
was
doing?
gonna leave you in the dust just not too long ago. Like you
There
just
you
wouldn't
go.
get right. You
Nah,
was
I'm
angry.
not that not get right type of person.
You wouldn't get
so
right. I'm talking about relationship wise. You would not get right. I mean,
Oh.
you wasn't the worst, but shit, it was things that I was not willing to take.
Of
So
course. What type of things?
the sneaky shit, the sneaky texts, then the I'm sorry, it wasn't like that, those type of things. Let's be honest. We're gonna be honest. You know that.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're too easy. You're easy, and men shouldn't be easy. Men shouldn't be too friendly. I feel like you don't approach women.
I don't.
But if a woman approaches you, your dumb ass just goes right along with it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I wouldn't say that.
Knowing you're not going nowhere. Like, knowing you're not going nowhere, you go right along with it,
no.
and then you'll be in some
I
bullshit.
would say no. I'm saying in the past, I've probably fell victim to something like that, but I would say no. I wouldn't agree with that. Like, especially to the extent that I feel like you're pushing it off, I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay, so basically, when me and you went through it, maybe like after the first 2 years of us being together. Now, mind you guys, my husband, he's my husband now, but he had got out of prison. So when we became friends, I didn't care that he had female friends at the time until we said, you know, I don't even have a date to where we began being together.
No, we don't have a date.
We don't. We never put a stamp on it, right?
Just put it somewhere in 2013.
Yeah, like we didn't put a stamp on it.
Facts.
But I used to tell, and I remember clearly telling my sister, I said to my sister one day, and I said, it's crazy how much I really care about him, but I know he's going to cheat on me. And mind you, I'm the type of woman, I cook, I clean, you know what I mean? He has to do nothing. He pays all the bills. Always have, since the day I got with him. He was like, let me show you, you know, things like that. So I respected it. Long story short, I told her he is going to cheat on me. He just did 13 years in prison. I don't care how nice he is. He's somewhat younger than me, you know what I mean? And me as an older woman or a grown woman, I ain't that much older, but, you know, an older woman, I was like, I'm not stupid. I got 6 brothers. He's going to have to cheat because since he's been home, I'm the only one this last 2 years that he has tested waters with. You know what I mean? I know I could be as good as I can with him. I'm faithful, loyal, don't cheat, but he hasn't tested other waters, and he was locked up since he was like 13. So now you're a grown man and you home, and I'm the first thing that you settle with. I would be a damn fool to think as a grown woman, even with sons and brothers, that I would be your only choice. And I said to my sister, I said, he's going to have to get out there and cheat on me to know if I'm where he really wants to be. You understand?
Yeah.
I did. You remember me telling you that?
I remember.
So,
I'll let you go.
Okay, so look at he's on my Sally. So anyhow, bottom line is this: me and my husband went through something. I had no idea he was doing bullshit, but I do know, thinking back on it now, he was online, going live, and the live was just toxic as hell. I was on it, he was on it, you know, and it was causing problems or whatever. But besides that, I never thought it was causing cheating problems. What happened from what I saw, is that, you know, he ended up losing his job over some BS. He became depressed. I did know that. And I was working 2 jobs because I didn't have to work, even though I kept a job. I didn't have to work.
Yeah, you
so
kicked up.
When he got depressed, I kicked up and started working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So I was never home because, hey, my guy fell short, and my job is he's always taking care of me. This is what I tell these women: you do have a position. You know, I had to kick up 2 jobs, and I ain't have a problem with it. I was working a day job, then an overnight job. And meanwhile, I'm doing all of that. Homeboy texting. Homeboy was texting. You know, he was texting, and he was texting this white girl. And, yeah, She look a mess. But let me just tell you guys, just because a woman look a mess or you feel like a woman don't have something that you have, trust and believe it's something. I just feel like this one he got bamboozled into. But anyhow, he was texting and he was doing dirt behind my back. She was in another state, so he didn't really know her. 30 days of texting, next thing I know, I'm home sleeping. And he goes to work in the morning. He had picked up a little job through like a temp agency or something. However you got that job at a warehouse. And he picked up whatever he had to pick up and I'm now sleeping. And when I say I saw signs, I saw signs. I just trusted him so much to be so loyal and respectful to me because I never did him wrong. So he went to bed. I see him go to bed. A woman always on top of a man. I see him go to work anyway. Not even an hour later, I hear the van outside in front of my door, and I'm like, he back? What's going on? So I'm looking out the window, I see him sitting in the car. So I'm thinking something wrong with him. I go downstairs,
That shit is
right? I go downstairs, and I talk to him, and I say, what's wrong? And he goes, I'm really going through some things. His exact words I'll never forget. After I tell you what I need to tell you, you're not going to want to be with me no more. So I'm like, well, what's going on? You stepped out on me?
I don't even remember that.
I remember. Women always remember. And he looked at me and he was like, I've been talking to somebody. And my exact words, because I told you guys, women intuition is something. And I said, who, the white girl? Remember I said that?
Yeah, I think so.
And he like held his head down. And I knew because I seen signs. So I'm like, who, the white girl? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, I love you. You telling me straight up that you fucked up. You've been talking to this girl. You ain't sleep with her. No, she in another state. Okay, cool. Call her in front of me and just end it and let's just work this out. He refused to call her. I kept pressuring him to call her. He wouldn't. So I punched his ass in the face and took the phone and got out the car. I called her and she said to me, you answering my mother effing man's phone? I fell out, y'all. I said, look at this ugly bitch. I fell out. I said, oh, your man, bitch. So I knew exactly who she was. Long story short, he did end up leaving and hurting me that day. But I promise you one thing about me. I'm a strong woman.
Listen.
Wait. I'm a strong woman. You don't want me to tell this part.
Wait.
I whooped his ass in that house. All around that motherfucking house. Why he kept calling her. He got disrespectful calling her. Oh, she hitting me. And then I'm like, yo, he's really wild and something mentally wrong with him. But you know what? I'm going to let this man go. Because I knew he had to do this. So I let him go out the door, and my last words to you was,
what?
Don't turn back. You remember that? Don't turn back.
Mm-hmm.
And I was broken after then. But what I can say is I'm proud of myself because that day that I said don't turn back, I blocked you from everything, and then I eventually turned my Facebook and everything off because I said, I'm going to let him go because I loved you enough to want you to go. If that's what you wanted, go. I don't want no beefs with you. I ain't want no problems with you. And you can admit I ain't reach out to you. I ain't even reach out to her. Like, I let it be. And
I'm gonna tell you what you did do.
Yeah, you fucked up, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you what you did do.
We gonna get to the part. It gets worse, don't it, babe?
Nah,
not worse, but it gets funny, right?
Let me tune in.
Hey y'all, hey guys.
So first of all, I ain't get my ass whooped. And I'm gonna tell you why.
If everybody in the hood know E,
stop.
Y'all know I am not getting abused. I'm doing the abuse.
Can I have my segment?
Okay, babe, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I did not get my ass whooped. I just really stand firm. I really stand firm on not hitting females. It's a lot of men out here that abuse and beat females, and as you know, we just went through something super gruesome with female abuse, right?
True.
So, as far as hitting a female, I could never and I would never, unless I was in like my life was in danger. I probably would never hit a female, and you know that.
Okay. No, you have never. One thing I can say, let's clear this up, guys. He's not a woman hitter. He's not the type to call me a bitch. He has never called me a bitch, never called me any kind of name.
I'm saying
he's
I did it
very
behind
respectful.
your
So
back.
these are some of the reasons when you look at before you leave your loved one for making a mistake, you gotta analyze how that mistake was. I'm not condoning cheating. This nigga cheat on me now, he is out of here. I don't give a damn. I could love you from afar and I could wish you well. I could go in my house and cry it out and
but
get
see,
over
now,
it.
now
But
we're in a different
place
yeah,
in
we're
our
a
life.
totally
But he
different
has
place.
never, regardless to what, never verbally or physically abused me. He's
And I
just
would
not
never.
that. I know,
would
babe. Now emotionally you fucked me up. And nobody knew because I carried that pain so well.
Listen,
so this is what I want to ask you.
No, you can't ask me. Can I finish explaining?
What are you explaining?
I'm explaining why that situation
Why?
arose and why I left that day. I don't even think we ever even spoke about it.
We probably didn't.
So the reason, like the main reason was I probably would have never left that night for real. I think when it boiled down
Oh,
to
you
like,
was leaving.
you know, I think when it boiled down to like you broke my phone that day. Listen to what I'm saying. You broke my phone that day.
Should have broke
You
your face.
listen. Why you not listening?
Okay.
Why you so amped up?
No problem.
Listen, stop being a thug right now. Right? So you broke the phone that day, and then the police were called.
Yeah, because I was
Right.
gonna kill you.
So when the police were called, I was like, yo, this is like, I've never been in a situation like this. Like, it was kind of, I mean, I'm not even pushing this off on me, but I'm saying like this is, circumstances of why like certain moves were made, you feel me? So when the police were called, they was like, you gotta go somewhere. You can't stay here. Like, she don't want you. Like, you gotta go somewhere. Figure it out. Go somewhere. In my head, I'm like, how the fuck am I going somewhere? I'm the one that, I mean, like, we built this shit and I gotta go somewhere. You feel me? So once everything was like solidified, like with not going home and all that extra shit, that kind of like put a damper on me to the point like, man, fuck it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of men have that mentality once they hit fuck it is really fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they know they fucked up. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So they hit that position where it's like, man, fuck it, it is what it is. Like, that's, whether it be their ego or whether it be their heart speaking, all men have a moment where it's like, man, fuck it, or fuck that. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think that was the moment where I was hit like, man, fuck it. Like, shit is fucked up for me right now, whether it be job. Everything hit at that moment.
Okay.
So that was the real cause of like the real separation. Cause it's not even about pussy. And I could say most men agree, for real. I mean, what is a nut for a guy?
5 minutes to catch an STD. A 5-minute nut to catch an STD. That's what it is. You know what it is? My aunt told me this, and I'm gonna always agree with it. It's
You're
not the
talking to two
pussy.
people, baby.
It's not the pussy, guys. It's not the pussy. Let's be real. I was raised by a man and 6 brothers. It's not the pussy.
It's not.
It is the woman. It is the excitement of fucking this one and that one. Her ass fat. Let me see what that's like.
Yeah, I
And at
believe
the
that
end of
too,
the
though.
day, when you get in that pussy, the actions, the words in your ear, the whispers, the chemistry, all that shit may be good within the time that you are bumping twats and stuff. But let me help you understand something. Pussy is only good as your emotions for the person. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you really, really like somebody, pussy gonna be good. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, niggas or men, they tend to want to smash different women. You guys are chasers. That's what you do. You understand what I'm saying? You want to... Temptation is... I give it to you guys.
Yeah,
temptation is really hard out here.
Temptation is man's
It's really
worst,
hard. It's a bunch of
worst,
beautiful
worst.
women. It's a bunch of handsome men. Temptation could go both ways, but for men, it's really, really hard. And to me, that's where I find that a man is standing his manly ground.
Yeah, true.
Because at the end of the day, you have to think about, is a 5 minute nut
Is
worth
it worth
me
it?
catching a disease,
Having a child.
fucking around having a child,
Word.
and then messing
Or
up what I got
losing-
at
losing
home?
my family,
I done
yeah.
lost that. And you know, I always look at stuff like this. If I was to have that temptation, you know, or if I wanted to
Have
do
you
something.
had that temptation? I'm saying not with me, but
With
have
you,
had that
everyone
temptation?
has had temptation.
No, I'm saying with
I can
other
honestly say
relationships.
in my marriage, and this is to God's honest truth,
Yeah.
I have been there and done that.
Right.
I'm not tempted to do anything.
But that's what I'm saying.
because
Before
or
you-
have Before you,
Yeah, that's
hell
what I'm
yeah, I'm
talking
going
about.
through problems at home.
So
Niggas
you-
want to fight me. They sleeping around, and I'm sitting there cleaning, cooking, taking care of your mother, and doing different things. And I know I'm doing right. I had a lot of temptations, but my loyalty as a woman
Stay where you were at.
stayed where I was at until my body and my heart said,
Left.
"Go."
I feel you.
I never liked the feeling of being cheated on. You get what I'm saying?
I
That
think no
crushes me
woman
because, okay, so back in the day I was wild. People that know me, I was a little wild. You know what I mean? And I don't care. I put my stuff, I put it all on the table. I would deal with a guy, use a guy, and let his ass go with no problems, no feelings, right?
Facts.
And that was because somebody broke my heart. Somebody broke my heart and embarrassed me to the point where now I'm turning evil and I don't care about no men. And it was like that for a long time with me. And I just feel like, you know,
You think that changed?
I don't want that karma. I feel like I'm a woman. If I don't want you or if you're not good for me, let me just go.
Right.
Or you just go.
No, I feel that.
I'm not gonna sit here and say you cheated on me, you did all this to me, but then I turn around and do it to you, but I said it was wrong when you did it. So I'm gonna do it like we're grown here. What are we doing? If it's not working, we leave, right? We just leave. But a lot of men can't do that. They like to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah, true.
So, you know.
Can't deny that. True.
I mean, yeah. So I just feel like, you know, during that situation when that happened with us, you violated your family. And I'm not going to say you cheated. I guess you did cheat. I feel like communication is cheating because it starts there. When you start talking and texting other women and your mate does not know, that is cheating. So it started there while I was busting my ass at two jobs, right? So then that happens and you leave. You could go to your aunt's house, but instead you chose to. She flies in from Texas. You chose to get a hotel room for her. She paid in the beginning, and then her money ran out because they had in Texas. That's when they had that big hurricane.
Yeah.
And listen, what kind of woman is this? And this is where men need to figure it out. You leave your kids at home to fly to New Jersey for some dick, and then you fly to Jersey for some dick. You pay the hotel room for like a week. A blizzard happens or whatever, hurricane. You can't get back to Texas to your kids to even see if they're safe. And it was a bad one that year. So now this dummy got to continue paying for the room. And he broke as hell because he ain't making no good money at that warehouse at that time. You get what I'm saying? So he got her stashed in the hotel. I had people calling me saying, come on, we going to the hotel. I'm taking you there. You going to F her up. I said, no, I'm not.
I ain't gonna style. This is.
I said, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
This
I
is a
am
deep
better
topic.
than that. I know I can fuck
Listen.
her up, but you going to sit there and spend all your money in a hotel every day with this white trash. So that's what you
You
do.
gonna listen
But
to
it
me?
went further, y'all. What?
You gonna listen to me?
What?
I ain't gonna lie. This is like a deep space that I don't even want to go back to.
But we decided
But
to
I'm-
have
yeah,
this
I'm-
conversation
yeah,
because there's
yeah,
relationships out here that want
This
to
is
know
what
why
I was about to
we stuck
say.
together.
This is
like,
what I was about to say.
go ahead.
But I'm like, damn.
Okay, go.
We gonna go in on this like that?
Yeah, you fuck. I told y'all Ethia was running her fucking mouth, so I'm not holding nothing back. Like,
So listen, no, for real.
R.I.P. Tommy Tuck, my cousin, called me 2 weeks ago before he went to the hospital, and you know what he said to me?
What he said to you?
He said, "E speak."
He
You
did
got-
say
he
that.
said that, or you
know,
was
I
right
remember
there.
that.
My
I remember
cousin
that.
called me and he said, "E, I want you to speak.
I do remember
I'm
that.
tired of you being quiet. Everything that has ever happened to you, you have held it in and hid it from the world, and I know what it is because I spoke to you. I want you to speak." So today I'm gonna start it off. I'm speaking. So go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
Listen, let me tell you something.
What?
Speak.
I'm gonna speak. I want you to speak, nigga. I want you to speak.
I'm already speaking.
Let's speak.
I'm talking to you. Cause this
Hey, Mr. Parks.
this segment is not just about me.
Hey,
It's about a
everybody.
lot of different things.
Okay, so go on.
So what I was gonna say was when you're saying that about like relationships, as far as how you were, do you think how you were carried into our relationship?
When you
Like-
asked me how I were was like
like
before you coming
aggressively.
up, the things that we spoke about coming up.
Yeah, like I'm saying when you said you've been through something, you had somebody that did something dirty to you, and you felt as though like, I mean, I was on that fucking you hit
Alright,
that fucking wave.
So I'm gonna tell you, I think I hit fuck it wave years ago, babe.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about 12, 13 years old. And that brought me to Sean Parks. You still here? Please just say yes if you still here in the thing. If you still here, I need you to say hey because I'm about to mention you.
What's up, Facebook? I see y'all.
Yeah, I gotta mention somebody that's in our comments. I hope he's still here, so he can hear exactly what I gotta say. But anyway, at 12 years. So your question was, does it reflect on me being with you? Okay, so when I was about 12 years old, you know, a lot of people didn't know the things that was going on in my household.
Right.
As a young girl. You know, I had my brothers was all popular. I was popular, you know what I mean? We was good people. Fighters, of course, and you know, I had friends that would tell me.
I can't lie, you got hands.
Yeah, of course, I'm always had them hands, you know what I mean? I keep it up there, them hands, but you know. But no, so I was going through a lot of things, you know what I mean? My mother ended up getting on drugs, and I had a lot of things from my family. You know, my father was a hard worker. He's still in my life. But as a young girl.
Right. Shout out to Poppy. His birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday to my dad and my son. But anyhow, so basically, okay, Sean, he's here. So basically, around that time, 12, 13 years old.
What's up, Sean?
And Sean, he go by the name of Money. So
Money.
Around that time, a lot of people didn't know. I was always angry, always fighting. I swear, Money used to come get me to fight girls and shit. I was just out of control. But I was loose. I was loose and young. And you know, one thing about my husband I could say is, guys, like I told you, we were friends, and I was able to, before we jumped into the bed, I was able to speak to him about a lot of things. I was broken. So I think that's what changed me as a woman.
Gave me the
rundown. Like, you're not gonna hear this in the street. If you're gonna rock, you need to know me. That's right. Fact. So I was about 12, 13 years old, and my father split with my mother due to drugs. What people didn't know on Central Avenue, 425 Central Avenue, that behind them doors, you know, I was getting molested. My mother was selling me for crack.
Right.
God rest her soul, and I forgive her for it, but my mom was selling me for crack at a young age, and I loved her so much that I wouldn't tell, and I went along with it. And then it became one point where, you know, my mother just left us in the house to the point where we was in there for 4 or 5 months, me and Paco. No food.
Okay.
I don't know if Money remember me bagging at the supermarkets at the corner. And I used to do that because I had to feed Paco after school, but I always went to school. So, long story short is, like, Money was one of the people that made sure we was good. You get what I'm saying? He was one of the people, you know what I mean?
Hey, Money, salute to you, bro.
You know, no. Don't just keep saluting. I used to deal with him, too. He was a little older.
I'm saying, salute, though.
But he was a good dude.
I'm saying, if he ain't do you dirty.
No, he was a good dude. That was some young stuff, but salute. He was a good dude.
I salute because he looked out.
Yeah, he definitely looked out for me.
You lost one, but you looked out.
No, it was like nothing too big, but that was like he a good caring person.
And I get right too. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, shut up.
Bring it back right.
You got
Let me get back right.
But he was definitely a good dude, and he definitely. It was times when my older brother used to put his hands on me. And Money used to be like, yo, like, do I need to do something? Because Dennis was going through his drug stuff.
Word.
He was beating on me, too.
I remember that story.
So, I think a lot that I have been through as a child, and a lot throughout my relationships, having my children with the wrong people, and I thank them for them now because I love my children. I feel like, it helped me to be who I am now. You know, I'm stable, I'm happy, you know. We went into a relationship as a friend.
I'm gonna tell you something. I honestly feel as though, like, your past makes you.
Yeah.
For me, your past really is like the foundation of what you grow into. But you could have two choices. You could either like follow the fucked up route, or you could. I mean,
and I did for a while.
I know,
like,
because you had
I
like
was
a
so
crazy
out there.
I
did not care. I had a crazy mouth. I didn't care who I was dealing with. I was using people.
That goes on to my
next guys, thing. I was using guys, but I think that happened because a guy broke my heart.
Thing.
You know what I mean?
Do you know, like, one of our biggest fallouts was because of the way you spoke. I felt that in my heart.
I know. You told me about that.
Facts.
Yeah.
I didn't like. I don't think no man on earth wants to feel belittled or spoken to aggressively by someone that is not supposed to be aggressive. You feel me? Even though I had to really listen.
I know.
I had to understand. You feel me? And I had to also think about it like, Miss Lady been through a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I had to understand that myself. And it didn't really hit me when, we was going through it at that time. Like, it didn't hit me like right then and there, like, yo, her mom's did this. She been through this. That's not what was on my mind at the time. You feel me? What was on my mind at the time was, yo, she coming crazy. Like she coming reckless. I'm talking about bitch ass niggas, all sorts of shit. Come here, though.
Sorry.
Nah, you good.
I changed though. I changed.
Especially, but I feel as though that, like me, I'm not no soft dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've never been, and I've been through like some crazy situations. The people around me know, the people that's been around me know, you feel me? But at the same time, we all have, like, most males that's really involved have that alpha male mentality. And I think that's where I was at the time, especially me just coming home. Like, I feel as though, like, y'all been breaking people's faces. I done been through wars or whatever the case may be. Like, who is, like, why is she coming at me all crazy? You feel me? Like, that's, like, that mentality. You feel me? But now as I mean, like, progress in life and get older, I understand it now. You feel me? Because of what you've been through. Like, we all have a journey that we had to take. You feel me? And everybody, it's nobody's that's walking this world as peaches and cream. Right. Nobody's. You feel me? So I just want to give you your flowers while you here. You survived through that.
Right, I was going to. I'm a fighter. I was not letting myself like go down. I had to really like change and make sure I was good. Yes, you did, baby girl. You got it from your mother. Daryl talking about roughneck mother. Hey, Khadija.
Yo, roughneck ain't the word.
But okay, so let's go back into the situation at hand. So, was there ever a point where you felt like you needed to? All right, so let's talk about the embarrassment. Why do men feel it's okay that when they do dirt to go so far?
I don't think
to
men
embarrass
honestly, I don't think men intentionally try to embarrass women. I think they get caught up in the moment. And
so was that your situation?
Yeah, I would say in my situation too. Like after what we spoke about, as far as like even with like, I mean, how you were coming, your mouth, the aggressiveness, and whatever the case may be. After that fucking moment hit, it was like fuck it. You feel me? So it's never been like an embarrassment type of situation. Because I would never want to bring any embarrassment to anybody that I know. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would never want to sit there and see, whether it be family, because I ain't gonna lie, I did motherfuckers dirty in my time too. Whether it be like just motherfuckers I ran across, whether, I mean, you're right. But I've done people dirty, like to the point where it's like, man, I don't care how you feel. I don't care what's on your head. But at the same time, I don't never want to make anyone that I genuinely love or anyone that genuinely loves me feel embarrassment. So I wouldn't even put embarrassment in that category for you. Like it's not a factor to embarrass you. I would never want to embarrass you.
Yeah. So
but situations will bring that. Even though it's not.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. Because I was getting a lot of calls like, this is on Facebook, and I'm like, don't call me no more, I don't even care. But they were really clowning you though. They was clowning you. You was the biggest clown. You was up in the bed in the hotel, was mad pizza, ate and had pizza in the picture. She was laying up there with my dog.
Listen,
I was like, look at this.
I ain't listen though.
You gonna cheat on me with somebody look like they a meth head.
I ain't had nowhere to go. I ain't nowhere to go.
That's what you get. That's
what
you get. Okay, so let's get to the funny part of the cheating.
What's up?
The funny part is they were stalking my page, and when I finally uploaded my Instagram,
I'm gonna put that. Listen,
because when you came back home and we finally got back together, you was like, that ugly ass nigga was laying across my bed.
No, I'm saying, all right. So listen, let's break that down before you even get into that, so you can know, because it's a lot of things that we haven't spoken about.
Okay.
And I'm honestly like, even though we on live, I don't even care about the live. I'm talking to you right now. But a lot of things I really didn't know about. You feel me? As far as like me being on your page, I never did that. But pictures and things will be brought to my attention. Like, yo, look at this. And now that, I mean, like, late years later.
You know what hurt me though? Is when people were saying he was giving a reason why he left. And it wasn't the truth at the time. Period. He was giving people reasons why he ended up leaving and stepping out on me, and it was because I cheated on him. Everybody know I didn't. However,
that was the reason that was brought to my attention.
The white girl wanted him so bad, swearing we had all this money, she was trying to get it. Bitch, when he left, the car left, everything left. Bitch, you getting him broke. Okay. Long story short, she went on my Facebook and took a picture and sent it to him. And Lord behold, it was somebody I went to school with. And in the background of the picture, rooting him on,
it was your baby father.
it was my daughter's father.
Yeah.
But she was accusing me because I did put hearts under the boy picture because he had just came out with like a record. But behind him was my daughter's father. And I'm looking at him like, really? You so stupid. Like, y'all so stupid trying to make up lies on me that you don't even notice that's my daughter's father friend in the front. It's a heart under there because he just came out with a record. But she wanted him so bad, she wanted to paint a picture like, leave her. She cheating. She do. No, listen, don't lie on me to go cheat. Just go. Don't even cheat. Just leave.
To talk about like my
just
mistakes.
Leave.
Listen, to talk about like my mistakes, let me tell you how I think about I came to the realization when I was in that hotel room, right? Listen, I came to the realization when I was in that hotel room. I was looking, I was like, yo, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I living like this? Like, I don't live like this.
You don't live like that, yo.
This some real stuff though. I tuned back in with myself, and it wasn't even like a messed up situation. I just like got up one day, went to work, came back, and I was like, yo, I'm sitting in a goddamn hotel room.
You chose to leave.
Look, see, you always want to throw something extra. I'm trying to break it down to you. I'm trying to break it down to you. So when I got up that morning, I looked, and I was like, yo, this ain't it, like.
But you even after that, you went further. You start visiting her, and you went there twice. You start visiting her.
That was before the
and
situation.
you realized that she wasn't who you thought you was dealing with. She had the slow
she
daughter.
In the projects.
She had the slow daughter. The baby father was still screwing her. She lived in the projects.
So
he left his home. The baby father done called me talking about if he think he having a baby, well, they need a DNA because I just screwed her before he got down here. Like when I say she was a whore, an internet whore, Summer Dalgamooney was an internet whore.
Damn.
Like I was on live one day and somebody came in and was like, who you talking about? Summer? She just left my house in Chicago. My mother put her out after I screwed her. I'm like, yo, he done left me to go with some international whore. All right, so okay, let me move on.
I feel as though all men make mistakes.
You right, but check this out. This is how you know we best friends. That ain't it. Let's jump off of my husband.
That Pepsi.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
He done made me so mad with the whole stuff. I done went and found
let's talk about that man.
Ugly ass.
Can you pass me that Pepsi?
When I say this man was so ugly, y'all, this man looked like Trick Daddy.
Oh, this is that dollar store Pepsi.
It's okay. It works. So anyhow, the man that I decided to deal with, because he was just sending me money and giving me his little credit cards to take my daughter out, and we was all at the beaches and everything. He was just ugly. But oh well.
Now we gonna talk about what that man did.
He was nice.
We gonna talk about what that man did.
He was ugly as hell, y'all. I couldn't do it no more. I was tired of thinking of R. Kelly in the process.
Time out up top because we moved on that one though. You feel me? We moved on that one.
That ain't right. That ain't you. You don't get no good luck. Hey,
a lot of people don't be knowing, man. Who that?
Not alive, mijo. Yo, you know it, bro.
Who is that?
Quasimo.
Damn, Quasi.
Congratulations. I want to say congratulations to my boy Quasimo on his marriage. He got married recently on our anniversary.
Yeah, on our anniversary.
That's one of the friends I was just telling y'all that he was like, nah, fuck
Quasi,
that.
what's up, bro?
He said, let me tell you what Quasi said. When he came to the house, he took me to have some drinks. Quasi so funny. We sitting there drinking. He like, no, I'm about to find out where they at. And we gonna go there and you gonna whoop her ass. I'm like, no, Quasi, I can't do it. He like, you gonna whoop her ass. I'm like, nope. That's him, y'all. These ain't no lies. And I'm telling you, he gonna say we was getting drunk. He talking about, it's like he was thinking about it, like you was doing some dumb shit. Cause he just looked at me and was like, 50 just wanted some pussy. I was like, yo.
And it went the limit. And it went the limit.
Yeah, it did. That's what he get. That's just what he get.
And it went the fucking limit.
And I left his ass where he was at. So, okay. So then she faked the pregnancy.
Shout out to Quasi though. If y'all don't know Quasi, that's in the comments. Quasi is he's a producer. That's
Frank Lucas.
Shit, we're not supposed to say that.
Oh, sorry.
He's a producer. He got his own.
You know I'm big Quasi.
Make sure y'all link on Quasi, bro. Quasi, congratulations again, bro. That was a lovely wedding, bro. Had Lauryn Hill there.
Yeah, we saw Lauryn Hill at your wedding, Quasi.
I'm done. But anyway,
y'all
back
look
to it though.
Anyway, so
Back to it. What up?
you left. You went to her trailer. Then you found out she couldn't cook.
Nah, she actually had like an Airbnb set up. I don't know.
I don't even want to
It
know
wasn't
all
the
that
house.
deep. The
I'm just
bottom
letting you
line
know.
is you went there and you thought the grass was greener.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
That's what you get. So you forced me to go mess with this ugly ass nigga.
Yeah, because that's where we at right now. Matter of fact, because there's a lot of people in here that knew motherfucker. Well, I can't even call that the fuck up for you.
It was a fuck up for you, not for me.
No, I'm talking about with that nigga. Because
that wasn't no fuck
I would
up.
never,
Came
yo,
up.
my
Your
daughter
girl
called
was
me.
broke, dirty, and a hoe.
Listen.
My guy was giving his credit
It's
card
over.
out.
Well, it's over.
Okay.
He ain't had no credit card after
Okay.
6 months.
No, because I maxed it out.
My daughter called me. She said, Jamie, I'm tired of him. He out here with his feet out. I said, let me see what he look like, Coos. She turned that camera around. I seen him that crusty ass big toe sitting on that.
So this was all when we weren't speaking?
Yeah.
So kids was just talking
I'm
to
saying
me.
Coos is my baby though. You feel me? Like that's my little homie. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yo, then I found out this man was wearing my damn drawers.
We didn't talk about you saying that on live though.
It don't matter.
We ain't talk about you saying
And
that.
listen, I'm lightweight right now, especially I'm lightweight. You feel me? I'm like $160. This man was like 240. How you wearing $160 drawers and you 240?
He was trying to impress me.
And you loved it.
No, I told him to take your shit off because your daughter.
I ain't gonna lie,
I saying
when
that,
we
but
was on
your
the
daughter
phone-
was going off. She went off when I got up there telling him to take his drawers off. He got his drawers on. I looked around that corner like, you gotta be kidding me. Not another man wearing his damn
I ain't
drawers.
gonna lie, we had people ready
The
to
drawers.
we had people ready to jump in on that guy though, at his own crib. But I'm gonna skip that because what you did was epic.
It wasn't epic. That was an Ethia move. Stop
What
playing.
you
That
did-
wasn't
no,
epic.
Nah, it was
That
epic.
wasn't
though.
epic.
I don't think it's not.
It's
epic.
not epic, baby. This is who I am. This is what I do. I make moves. First of all, when
Tell the
we
people what you
separated,
did,
so this
though.
is what I did.
Let them know.
So
Don't
basically,
forget,
when we
talking
separated,
here.
he went his way with the whore, with the internet whore, and I went my way with the ugly guy. So the ugly guy was treating me really nice, and at the time, the memories in our apartment
Until you
together.
ran his money out.
No, he was always treating me
Nah,
nice.
until you ran his money out.
That's a lie.
All right. And he was a bitch too, cause he cut the cords on the cable cords.
Can I please finish? You told me to tell.
My bad. Go ahead.
So I didn't want to stay in the apartment no more because the apartment had too many memories, and I was about to get my own apartment. And he said, "Well, I got a 4-bedroom apartment. Just come stay with me, and you can save your money or whatever." And the kids had their own room. I said, okay. So I said, "Well, if I come stay with you, I don't move in with nobody. I need you to turn the lease over to me and my daughter."
Facts. You did right.
And he was like, all right. So we went downtown. We got it notarized, got the lease turned over. His cousin was, owning the house. She turned it over. And now the apartment's in my name. As soon as I got there, I realized the lights and everything was in his old girlfriend name. So I switched them all into my name. But see, it's like I'm smart. Switch everything into your name, but make them pay.
Right.
All right, so now here your dusty ass come following me, finding me, want to come back home after I've been there
Damn,
for
I had
maybe
to
a
be
month.
dusty.
I've been there maybe a month. Now February came. You done found me. You want to make it happen. You look like a sad puppy coming in the movie theater at my job. Well, I was at the movie theater with the kids from my job. He came in there looking like
them kids love me.
he came in there looking like a mess.
No, I
He
didn't.
looked like he was worn out, worn down. He did not look like my husband. He was very thin. He looked hungry.
I was in them scrapes.
That girl got on his nerves. I don't know what was going on, and it wasn't even my problem. But long story short, we chose to get back together. I said, you know what? That love hit. Look at my husband when he walked through the door, and it was like, okay, I gotta make this work. But at the time, the girl was supposed to
walk on like Denzel. Denzel told
You were
me
so
that.
skinny, you ain't have no D to the Zell. It wasn't working. But that girl was claiming she was pregnant.
Yeah, she sent me a
Now,
fake
people
ass.
always ask me, why would I take him back if the girl was pregnant? Because people need to understand that he didn't get that girl pregnant while we were together. It ain't like he had a baby on me. You get what I'm saying? She was claiming she was pregnant. But she was doing that to keep him. Long story short, I said to him, yeah, I'm gonna take you back, but we got stipulations. If she's pregnant, we're gonna meet her with a mediator at the airport. We're gonna pick up that baby and bring it back with a mediator.
Yeah,
you and her will not have any ties. Do you agree? He said yes. So I said, okay, because the minute you mess up, I'm done. So he got, we end up kissing, and I FaceTimed it. Since she wanted to embarrass me the whole time she thought she had this nigga, I said, let's go ahead and FaceTime this, Facebook this and post it. The minute I posted it, his phone got to ringing. She was on that phone crying.
Screaming.
Yep, I said I had got my husband back. I was petty. I said I had got my husband back. At first, I was doing it to be spiteful because I was quiet the whole time that they were together, and I ate all that pain by myself. But to make a long story short, I said to him, this lady has your tattoo of your name on your chest. And she showed you when she was getting it tatted. I said, if she's pregnant,
I don't care about that.
But remember I said to you, if she's pregnant and she know that would have been your first baby as much as you want kids, why wouldn't she send you a recording of her at the doctor getting an ultrasound? This girl done pulled a fake ultrasound up on Google, gave it to this dummy, and he up there posting it. Ultrasounds got your name at the top with your date of birth and everything.
Did have that one.
No, it didn't. I seen it.
It did.
Don't let me smack you.
She went.
Don't let me
worked
smack you.
overtime. It did. I remember it.
50.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you're lying because you was like, don't do that.
I'm trying to tell
Long story short, was she pregnant?
Nah.
Why? Because I said, this is what she's going to do. Now that she know we back together, she's going to call in a few days. I give her about a week. It didn't even take a week, y'all. It took the next day. She called the next day, blew his phone up. He finally got up. He didn't even want to answer. Here, that call that keep calling is her. Could you answer? Yep, I can answer. She like, oh my God, tell him that I'm bleeding. I need to go to the hospital. He got on the phone and was like, well, go to the hospital then. Like, go to the hospital then. She like, you don't care? No, bitch, we already knew you was going to say you had a miscarriage. We ain't heard from that girl since. But he meant, we got back together.
Why do females do shit like that?
I don't know. That's the bitches you.
Have you ever done that?
What?
You ever faked a pregnancy for a man? For somebody? No. I'm just asking.
No, I was pregnant. I was a fertile bitch. I was pregnant. And I went and got abortions. And I ain't proud to say that now. But I went and terminated. Like, I was not ready to have kids. You get what I'm saying?
Females be trying it, though.
Huh?
I said females be trying
it. Yeah, they do. I have friends that have done it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know when that friend is showing it, too.
Matter of fact, I'm lying. I remember one time I did fake a pregnancy. Because I needed some money. And that dummy ain't want no kids. He gave me money. It was one time. It was. Because we ain't up here lying. Huh?
To get the OB?
Yeah. I was not playing. Give me that money. Give me that money.
Give me that money.
I'm not happy about that, y'all.
All right, so let's get back to this man that was wearing my drawers. Let's finish this.
All right, so long story short, 50 came back in the picture. And 50 was staying with his aunt at the time in the attic. Of course, I didn't feel comfortable now that we're back together staying in the house with the guy. So I'm like, me and him went out for the weekend, took the kids. And when the weekend was up, I was like, I just can't go back to this house because I feel guilty. I'm not a cheater like that. Like, I can't be straight in his face knowing I'm talking to you every night. I'm on the phone with you on the couch. He's walking by. It was just disrespectful.
Y'all about to get the exclusive. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. That's 50's private room for you. We logging out on that episode. Keep it going.
Anyhow. So,